What a Bunch of Nitwits by Jacqueline Acheson. Do you have an event that you do that is so much fun that you look forward to it all year long? When you think about it, do you start to anticipate what great memories you are going to create? That is the case with an annual trip to a cottage in South Haven, Michigan that I make with my friends every summer. The group of friends that I am referring to is called the Nitwits. What? Yes, the Nitwits. Okay, so the school district where I teach offered an evening knitting class several years ago that several employees took. Some of us enjoyed it so much that we decided to knit at rotating homes every Wednesday for great conversation, for knitting strategies, and more knitting strategies and projects, and of course, the eating. Yum. People came and went from the group, but a strong core group remained. Yes, the Nitwits, a name we lovingly adopted. We also gave each other individual names tied to the practice of knitting, but that's another story. Every once in a while, we did put down our knitting needles for some side trips, for some wonderful local activities, and Shipshewana is always one of our other annual trips. Shipshewana wouldn't be complete without family-style meal at Blue Gate Restaurant. Watch that you don't spend too much at the flea market, because you just might be put in jail. The beauty of lake living draws us back to South Haven every year. One of the Nitwits, Deb, has the cottage that we go to. We somehow managed to get all of us carpooled with luggage and cooler after cooler filled with a ridiculous amount of food to make sure that we eat breakfast, snacks, lunch, snacks, dinner, snacks, and oh yeah, snacks, something that most of us normally never do. Heaven forbid that one of us just might waste away. Our vacation is always filled with sun and sand, shopping, morning walks at the beach, hanging out at the beach, shopping, sun, surf, and sand, and the South Haven Lighthouse. Shopping, yay! Can't stay away from that shoreline. Lounging at the pool. Ah, the pool. And tons of wet your pants laughter. Okay, did I mention shopping? Just in case I forgot. Shopping. And South Haven wouldn't be complete without a couple of dinners at our favorite restaurant, Clementine's. My mouth just waters thinking about that tower of onion rings and the shrimp. Oh my. Can everyone say margarita, margarita? You might have to wait outside on the benches for your name to be called. But it is absolutely worth it. Did I mention their onion rings? Sometimes while we're waiting for our name to be called and they give us a certain time slot, we're forced to even do some more shopping. Did I mention shopping in South Haven yet? And hanging out with friends? And shopping? And maybe taking a carriage ride while we're waiting to be called for clementines? On our first day there, it was in the low 80s during the day. Nice and warm. Because there are always at least 6 of us sharing a cottage with limited places to sleep, we share beds, and I usually buddy up with my friend Marcia on the porch surrounded by screens on 3 sides. Sleeping at the cottage is never uneventful, and we usually laugh ourselves to sleep. This past trip to South Haven was unseasonably cool, and the high 50s made it downright cold at night. Brr. We didn't realize that when it was so warm that first day. Deb suggested we sleep with extra blankets on the porch, and in our ignorance we poo-pooed the idea, saying we would be just fine with a sheet. For the love of God! We froze all night and were too cold to get out from under the sheet to wake Deb up to ask for a blanket. As dawn broke, Marcia and I were wide awake from the cold. As we were still able to giggle about how miserable we were, we noticed that Janet was wide awake in her bed with a blanket in the living room on the other side of the glass sliding door. We leaped from the frozen porch to the warmth of Janet's bed, which ended up being a hoot and a half for all involved. It doesn't take too much to entertain us. South Haven also always means being on the shore at dusk to watch the amazing sunsets over Lake Michigan. God's beauty humbles us and makes us thankful for the friends He gifts to us during our life's journey, even if they might be a bunch of nitwits.